Welcome to Apartment Luxe, where luxury meets imagination.
Milan welcomes with a hush, a city where fashion doesn't speak, it breathes. At the highest edge of the skyline, above the couture boutiques and the precision of architecture, a penthouse waits. This is an $80 million Gucci penthouse, crafted like a garment, worn like a crown. The entrance corridor reveals the aesthetic without declaring it. Black marble floors stretch forward like a runway, veined in threads of deep bronze that catch the light and bloom into soft reflections. Walls of cream silk panels rise in quiet planes, trimmed with brushed gold seams so thin they appear stitched rather than installed. The penthouse opens into the living space, and suddenly, the meaning of $80 million becomes unavoidable. A double-height lounge unfurls beneath an atrium, framed with oval arches clad in satin brass. Floor-to-ceiling windows expose Milan like a painted mural. Duomo spires rising in alignment with the central axis of the room. Sculptural seating clusters in cream velvet sinuously curve around a monumental table of black marble, its edges softened by pleated contours, like leather skirts caught in a moment of motion. A pair of burgundy chaise longues flank it, ridged with tonal stitching, reminiscent of the interior quilting of archival Gucci luggage. Nothing here feels themed. It feels authored. From the living room, the dining hall reveals itself as a salon of intent. A 16-seat dining table in creamstone stretches across a gallery of columns wrapped in walnut veneer and trimmed with gold seam lines. Above it, a cluster of pendant lights descends like molten chrome droplets, suspended in a choreography that mirrors falling silk. Chairs upholstered in moss velvet cinch inward around polished brass spines, their silhouettes evoking the fitted posture of couture tailoring. Even in stillness, the room appears to move. The kitchen arrives not as a workspace, but as a stage. Cabinets in matte burgundy lacquer taper at the waist, then flare, as though caught mid-pleat. Countertops in cream quartz appear poured into place, like liquid stone halted at the moment of settling. The edges rounded like the softened corners of Gucci trunks. A central island in black marble stands like a monolith, seam lines inlaid with chrome tracing the geometry of pattern cutting. Beyond the kitchen, a gallery hall elongates the narrative. Here, walnut floors interlock with black stone and couture-sharp chevrons, each transition softened by gold seam lines like darts in fabric. Niches carved into the walls hold curated collections, sculptural moccasins cast in stone, horse-bit forms transformed into sconces, and glass cloches encasing single silk orchids, preserved in resin like botanical relics. Beyond this point lie the bedrooms. The first master suite opens like a private salon. Cream-veined marble floors fan outward in patterns, reminiscent of skirt godets, gold inlays tracing the geometry of a tailor's chalk. A king bed rises from a recessed platform in burgundy velvet, frame trimmed in brushed brass that curves inward, as though nipped at the waist by invisible hands. Behind it, a wall of walnut slats folds like draped fabric, spiraling upward into a botanical relief of moss, tinted stone, and chrome. Furniture arranges itself in personalities rather than pieces. A chaise that curls like a question mark, a pair of curved armchairs that appear to lean toward each other in conversation, a desk of black marble tapering like a fitted shoulder seam. Through archways of cream stone, the ensuite bathroom unfolds. A sculpted bathtub in obsidian marble anchors the room, interior coated in pearl enamel that reflects light with the softness of lipstick sheen. Twin vanities in moss quartz bow inward like the bodice of a gown, brass fixtures rising from their surface like the stems of brass orchids. A walk-through shower room lined in gold-flecked black stone behaves less like a utility and more like a ritual, the place where a day is rinsed off like glitter after Fashion Week. The second master suite holds a slower pulse. Walnut and gold return in balance. Daylight enters through tall arches that frame the skyline of Milan in compositional alignment. The bed sits lower, wrapped in cream leather with ribbed velvet accents, silhouette echoing the lines of vintage luggage. Seating curls toward a private terrace, where potted topiary and sculpted organic forms suggest the Gucci garden without literal reference. A wardrobe corridor curves behind smoked glass panels, silhouettes of garments drifting like ghosts. Couture without bodies, shape without movement. Its bathroom gleams in brushed nickel and quartzite, surfaces diffuse like the reflection of moonlight on water. A vanity of burgundy stone floats from the wall on chrome brackets shaped like softened snaffle bits. Above, a mirror arcs like a saddle cantle, framed in gold, lit from behind like the stage before a show begins. The room carries the scent of sandalwood and silence. The third master suite is the dream: cream palette, gold seams, moss undertones the color of deep gardens. No hard lines, only curves. Walls upholstered in silk and framed with chrome trim form soft alcoves for seating, reading, resting. The bed extends from a velvet headboard shaped like an open book, pages gilded in brass. Bedding folds like garments at the foot of a runway. To one side, an antechamber serves as dressing salon, central island of white onyx underlit like museum glass. Clothing is displayed like permanent collection, not hung, but curated. Its bathroom glows like a gemstone, rose quartz underfoot, cream marble on walls, alabaster sconces casting runway light. A sunken tub recessed into a platform of polished stone reflects gold flecks that rise and fall like champagne in motion. A shower in smoked glass forms a private greenhouse of steam and brass vines. Sculpted, not grown. At the end of the private wing, the penthouse expands again. The terrace reveals itself. A panorama of Milan stretches forward. Duomo spires a heartbeat away. Flooring in cream limestone meets glass balustrades trimmed in gold. Views collapsing into the horizon. Sculptural seating in moss velvet and brushed chrome wraps like a crescent moon. Facing an oval fire pit trimmed in brass like the rim of a compact. It is a stage, a sanctuary, a finale. Then the gym and office. Because even palaces must function. The gym wrapped in smoked mirror and black stone. Equipment trimmed in green leather and brass. The office, a temple of walnut and chrome. Desk curved like a bridle and upholstered like a saddle. Power and purpose made cinematic. The bar completes the composition. Burgundy lacquer, gold hardware, marble polished to reflection. A monolithic counter forms a tailor's curve, like a line drawn around a dress form. Bottles rest beneath glass like perfume displays in a flagship store. From here, the apartment feels both limitless and contained, like a secret kept too well. This is the paradox of wealth. Luxury is not what is seen. Luxury is what is felt, what is remembered when one leaves, what cannot be replicated without invitation. Because this home is not decorated, it is fitted, it is tailored, it is worn. If you enjoyed the tour, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, let us know where you're watching from, and subscribe for more stories where luxury meets imagination.